goodness, I must have dozed off. I feel so incredibly refreshed. Greetings, Earthlings. Thanks for checking in on me. You know, there's just something about being out here in nature that is so calming. It makes me feel peaceful. First time since we've been here, really. Seriously, these views are a sight to behold. I never imagined knowing what life on Earth was like firsthand. I won't say I'm enjoying myself, but I've never been able to appreciate the stars from this angle and notice how beautiful they are. Another telepathic transmission just came in. Creativity is the way to share your positive energy with planet Earth. Back home, I was chief of the creative sector of the colony. We produced the most alchemical energy out of each of the divisions. I've noticed that these telepathic transmissions seem to come during the rare moments I find myself smiling. I smiled all the time on Nexus, not so much here, at least not yet. My creativity... I wonder how I can be creative in a world I know nothing about. These lovely surroundings are a great source of inspiration, however. Like these flowers, they're quite beautiful, and these rocks, fascinating. Well, what do you know? I managed to make a beautiful flower crown and a lovely stone path. A path that leads me to my own little corner in our oasis with a chief of sector crown to make me feel right at home. It reminds me of our celestial gardens on Nexus, with only less space dust and more animal dung. But I still feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I'll designate this spot as my space to collect my thoughts and cultivate my creativity. Perhaps it's time for me to get back to my pals. Maybe they'll be willing to talk things out now. Well, Earthlings, turns out they were worried about me and felt remorse for handling me the way they did. I still feel quite angry about it, but I'm glad that we could come back together. Besides, we all have our solo strengths, but we're much better when we operate from a place of connectedness. But don't think I'm letting them off the hook so easily, especially Fartsy. I'll plot my revenge on Fartsy sooner than later. For now, I made another discovery. When the four of us came together, we each had an alchemical energy rush that created a massive surge of inner peace. It was brief, but it felt just as powerful as it had been at home. We tried to recreate the phenomenon, but we couldn't. Perhaps the energy needed to be conjured authentically instead of created forcefully. We'll continue to see what triggers that response. What a delight to know that we still have some access to our higher power here on Earth. I wonder if it was the time away from my pals that caused the reaction. Perhaps it was the sleep in my newfound corner in our oasis. Sleep, powerful stuff, who knew? Maybe it was simply the bond we shared when we all came back together, or all the above. Ah well, I won't spin my wheels worrying about it now. I'm sure it'll happen again somehow.